Hey guys, welcome back to the Bib Lifestyle. Be your best body where we eat to heal. Don't forget, if you like what you're seeing, tap that like button and subscribe. This is where I show you how to eat healthy and heal your body with food. This is Operation Sammy. This is his 5th week and we have been feeding him all this delicious food. I went ahead and I brought these leafy greens out of the refrigerator because we need to chop those up, get them soaking in the water with baking soda so that we can clean them all off. And you can see and hear it just came out of the refrigerator. You see it's creased. It's been sitting in there all week. Let me just pull one of those out. You can hear how crispy and crunchy that is. It's still fresh. It's still crisp. It all looks delicious. You know, no browning, no dyeing off. Let's go ahead and get this stuff chopped up. So you can see, as I've already got here, my bowl of water with baking soda sitting there. And this is going to kill off the pesticides that are all over these leafy greens. Even though they are organic, I still like to wash them and soak them. And then I have a squash here as well. Let's just start with this. This is all beet lettuce that we're chopping up here first. Let me just add that leaf into my hand there. So this is Sammy's 5th week. We're here in the middle of the week on Wednesday. So we want to go ahead and we're going to put together 3 salad bowls for him, 3 fruit bowls. He's already got his trail mix, his beet juice, and I believe we gave him the herbs as well. We threw the beet lettuce in there. Now I've got these cherry tomatoes. They've just been sitting in this container. We're going to drop them in there as well. The squash. Here is the grains and the beans left over from what we already cooked earlier in the week. There's still about 4 cups of grain there and probably a good 3 cups of bean. I'm going to have to make sure I cook more next time because, again, you know, we are in my kitchen. I do live the Bib lifestyle regularly, so I'm eating the beans and the grains as well, but I guess I'm not cooking enough bean because I do have another one of these in the refrigerator of grains for myself. Here we go with the kale. What do we have here? The fennel and the, kale. Purple kale. Let's just get that in the hand and give it a nice dice. And just drop it right in there. Now usually I like to do this right next to the sink so that I can just scrape everything right into that bowl. Once we get down to the bottom end here, we're going to go ahead and cut that in half and cut it up into a few pieces so that we can break it down like so. I did 4 slices down the center. Now we'll do a little cut in half like this. Because when you're not familiar with certain things, as I said before, it's always better to chop them up into smaller pieces. We're going to just scrape all that in there, guys. Push that down. Let it get into that baking soda water. Here we go right here. We've got the dandelion leaf and the, what is this? Collard greens? I get them mixed up sometimes. And this is all chlorophyll, guys. All chlorophyll. Great for the body, great for the blood, full of nutrients. You know, there's so many different things out there of people saying how to eat, don't eat this, eat that. Well, if you take it back to what they had back in the day, things that just grew from the earth, I mean, that's all they had. They didn't have genetically modified foods. They didn't have a lot of the disease that we have today that basically comes from the food that you're eating. It's not hereditary. It doesn't get passed down. The only thing that gets passed down is the eating habits. That is what gets passed down from generation to generation. All right, so we've got all that chopped up. Then we have this yucca root right here. We'll give that a few slices as well. Interesting piece there, the old yucca root. We'll have to look up the actual nutritional value of it. You'll be able to find that out in the book, My Health, My Story, the guide to getting you back to your natural health and how I found the Bib lifestyle. All right, guys, so we chopped it all up. It was that fast. It was that easy. We're going to let this soak for a good 15 minutes. You can see it's kind of got, when you put your hands through it, it's kind of got, you can feel the baking soda water. You can feel the texture from the baking soda. It's kind of going to revitalize the nutrients and revitalize the plant itself and pull off all those pesticides and clean it up. We're going to let this soak for at least 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set this in the sink, clean this area up. You can see I've got those delicious fruits sitting right over my shoulder here on the counter. I've already washed them. We're going to bring those over and we're going to start chopping up some fruit bowls while this is soaking, and then we'll come back to this afterwards. This is the Bib Lifestyle, Operation Sammy. Be your best body. Look at all these delicious fruits that we have here. I went ahead and already washed everything. We're going to start off with this honeydew melon. It's, you know, when you want to check on a honeydew melon, you want to go for the end that is opposite from where it grew from the stem. So if you look really close, I don't know if you can tell, but you want to press on this nipple here, or actually, you know, the opposite end of where it grew, and you're looking for a soft texture right here, and you could feel that it's nice and soft, and that is going to let you know that this thing is ripe and ready to eat. So we're going to cut a little bit for each piece here, each bowl. So we're going to take maybe, what do you say, a third of this, and I think that'll be enough. And then the seeds, whatever seeds come out with it, we're going to just leave those seeds there. With the rest of this, I'm going to scrape those seeds back in there. And I'm going to go ahead and take this saran wrap that I have here and just place it right on the flesh of this fruit. And I'm going to use my knife to get it all the way up against, we'll say not the flesh, but the meat of the fruit. And we're going to apply that pressure and put it on there, and that is going to stop from the oxidizing in the refrigerator, and the refrigerator is going to slow the aging process down. You know, you can leave it out, but then it's going to get riper faster, and then will cause bugs as well. So since it's already perfectly ripe for me, I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the refrigerator once we're done here, so that it doesn't go bad any faster. It'll last me a couple more days. Even though I'm making these for 3 days, that will last me in the refrigerator until I'm ready to consume it. And I'm just going to slice this up like so. Follow it all the way down, and then come through here. Let's just... So ripe and perfect. You know, just take the skin off and just toss that. Now, a lot of these fruits do have good nutrients in the skin. And you could do things with them. You can boil them. You can make teas with them. But even I do wash it. You know, even though some of it is organic, you just never know what's really on them. So if you were to boil them, you're definitely, even though we're washing off the most we can with this baking soda water and the fruit and vegetable washes, you know, who knows how much stuff's been sprayed on them for the entire life of that fruit. So I just really don't trust the skin. If I knew it was organic, I would do other things with it. So we're going to go ahead and just make a little slice down the side of these as well. Cut these pieces into two. And you can just see how the knife just goes right through all of this. Real simple, easy. And then we'll just put a little bit of these in each one of these three bowls. You know, that puts about a cup of this particular melon into each bowl, is what that does. Maybe toss one more piece. Then I'm going to go over here. We've got these papayas right here. It's a smaller papaya. I'm going to cut that end off. Then I'm going to use the grater here and just start grating all this skin. And again, I already washed these in the kitchen sink. I filled it up with some water. I added some baking soda. I added it's a fruit vegetable wash, and I hand scrubbed them, and then I let them soak for a few minutes as well. And then I dry them and pat them dry and let them get as dry as possible before I start cutting into them. And all of these fruits, you know, as I said, you know, since you're chopping them up later in the week, you don't want to buy everything just really ripe and ready to eat, because, you know, it's going to be sitting here for a day or two until you get to it, some of it. Sometimes 3 days, sometimes 4 days. When you're living the bib lifestyle, it's an 85-15. So you're eating the bib lifestyle 5 days a week. Now, I really want you to follow that lifestyle 5 consecutive days. But if you're out doing a business meeting, or you have something you have to attend, a birthday party or a celebration, an anniversary, you know, go ahead and enjoy that evening at that celebration. But just make sure, you know, you make up that day on the weekend. You know, mine, I usually stick to it Monday through Friday because I do have the weekends off. And then we'll just chop this into a few pieces here, like that. And we'll just keep them seeds in there. Yeah, I'm lucky to have Saturday and Sunday off, so I make sure to try and follow it completely Monday through Friday. Now, I do work on Wednesdays, but that's during the day. So sometimes I'll go out and have a cheat meal Wednesday night, and then make sure to, on Sunday, I'll go back to the bib lifestyle. I'll enjoy a Wednesday night cheat meal, and then I'll enjoy a Saturday brunch and a Saturday dinner. So let's go ahead and share this. I'm going to actually cut up another papaya here as well and just take half of it. These ones have some really dark seeds. I can smell it. The seeds they're pungent. They're spicy. We're going to just go ahead and use this blade. It just seems like that last one was a little rough on the edges. And this blade will just stay like right along the flesh there. And I'm only going to peel the skin off of half of this because we're just going to use half of it. Just like so. And then with this other half, I'm going to just take a piece of cellophane, put it right on there, and That'll just be perfectly fine in the refrigerator, staying nice and cool in the bottom drawer. You know, not really cold, but it has a little bit of temperature that keep it from aging, and it'll be good like that for at least 3 days, which is what I'm gonna need it to last me for. I'll eat it on that third day. All right, so we've got some honeydew in there. We've got some papaya. We're now going to the mango. Yeah, see, I bartend as well. I make a great syrup with these mangoes. Honey mango, cayenne pepper, sage. Oh, it's delicious. Goes into a cocktail, kind of like a Moscow Mule with some fresh ginger syrup. Delicious. That is a job of mine, Mr. Bartender. Although my true passion here is health and fitness, helping people heal their body with food, teaching them about health, teaching them about fitness, helping you to gain life. That's what I like to teach people, is how to gain extra time as a human on this planet. That is what it's all about, because it goes by fast, you know, and a lot of people, they don't get to live too long. Each day is a blessing. How blessed do you feel? You ever think about that? I am extremely blessed. I take advantage of every day, and I'm thankful to be the person that I am. All right, let's go ahead and chop this up, because I get to share this great information with you guys, teach you what I learned. And I wish I knew all this stuff when I started exercising 29 years ago. Because now I'm 46, and I started when I was 17. And, you know, I went through all these ups and downs with fitness, taking this supplement, taking that supplement, this protein powder, that protein powder. I think gosh, I can't even tell you the side effects that I got from stuff. You know, well, if you want to read about it, know about it, it's all in my book, is where you can learn about all that. It's the direction and the guide on how and why I wanted to be this man that I am today. Physically fit, healthy, staying young at heart. That is what it's all about. One of my greatest books, Ageless Mind, Timeless Body. You don't think about time, and you don't age as much. You're not stressed. You don't think about your birthdays. You don't celebrate your birthdays. At least I don't. I try not to. So I never feel like I'm getting older. Oh, that is not what I wanted to cut. I'm going to have to go back and wrap this up. I thought I grabbed this mango, but I did not. We're going to take half this mango for that third bowl. And this one, oh, I love it when they're this orangish hue. It just lets me know it's so ripe and ready. So delicious. Mangoes are one of my favorite. What's your favorite fruit? Peaches as well. Peaches got to be the number one. A nice ripe white peach. Oh yeah, and I got another piece of plastic wrap right here. Looks like I'll have to get another one for that papaya. But that's all right, because I love my fruit, and I will make sure to eat all this before it goes bad. And this is for Sammy. He is loving it too. I can't wait till you guys see him at the end of week number 8. All right, let's go to this dragon fruit next. Cut that end off. And then we'll just come through with a slice like that and use our fingers and come inside there. There we go. And just roll that skin right off. Look at that big, it looks like an egg. And this, gosh, I can only imagine. You see that color, the pigments, all of that is so like, if we could eat this, if it was organic, it would be so good for you. All these colors, the pigments in there, carotenoids is what's inside there to give them that color. And that is just all nutrition. I do love some dragon fruit. All these seeds. Just like that. Chops up real easy. Put a little bit in each one. Nutrients on top of nutrients on top of nutrients. We got this apple here. It's got a little dead spot on it. We'll get rid of that. Now this apple one, he's going to have to make sure, actually I'm going to put an apple in two of them because an apple will stay for at least 2 days. It'll stay nice and crisp. As long as you keep it at a good temperature. And really, thankfully, these incredible containers, they are what make all the difference. I've tried the bags, I've tried other containers, but none of them have held up like these incredible Cambro containers. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and put an apple in this one as well over here. And I do love myself some apple. Nice and crunchy, crispy, a little bit of sweetness to it. You know what they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. All right, and this one over here, we'll go ahead and put this orange. Let's get another little bite of that. And the orange, you could do the same thing we did with the dragon fruit. Slice the top end, slice the bottom end, and then just come to the skin, and you can roll it off. And you can remember what I said with this orange skin as well. You could just take this, add it to some vinegar, and you just let it sit for a couple weeks, and it will give you a nice orange oil vinegar natural cleanser you can use inside your house, on your floors, on your countertops. It's really good, especially if you have animals and you have like linoleum floors or hardwood floors. Instead of cleaning with all those cleaners with those bad chemicals that your dog's laying in and absorbing all of that stuff. I had a friend, their dog got a really bad rash because they kept using a particular cleaner on their hardwood floors. And, they couldn't figure it out. And I told them, I said, well, what are you cleaning your floors with? Why don't you do this? And they listened to me. And of course, what happened? The rash went away, no longer to be seen. The dog's happy. All right, we got some oranges right here. We'll just cut them up into pieces. Let's just do a quality check and see how these are tasting. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. I have to have another bite. All right, guys. Right there. Here is one of the bowls for Sammy. This is Wednesday. He's got Thursday and Friday. There's at least 5 cups of fruit in here. He's got the seeds and he's got the trail mix. He's just going to eat those, throw them on there, enjoy them with this, or just eat this by itself. This is the bib lifestyle. I mean, This stuff just looks incredible. It tastes incredible. The nutritional value is beyond your belief. If you're cramped up, if you're clogged, if you can't use the bathroom, just eat a fruit bowl like this, and I guarantee you the next day you will be thanking me and following my channel for life, because this is what the Bib Lifestyle gives you: life. Be your best body. All right, so we got Sammy back in town. So I've just been putting everything together for you, and you see it here. We are on week number 5, and this is the end of the week. We're putting together the 3 bowls. Talk to me. What's going on? How you feeling? What's new with you these days?
Hungry, man. What are these?
So what I did is I have some artichokes here that I'm gonna give to you with your beans and grains. I'm gonna do it a little bit different this week for you, because I know that you were telling me that throughout the week eating a salad, sometimes it's a lot and it's hard for you to finish. So when I think about that and what helps me is I'll put the salad by itself in a bowl and just eat the salad just with the dressing, nothing else, because it's lighter, it's looser, so it settles more, because when you mix it with the beans and the grains, it makes those bowls really heavy. So when you can have the 2 different bowls to choose from, it really helps kind of mentally when you're eating, because you're just like, oh, there's so much food in there. Am I going to be able to finish this? But really, you can and you do, which you've been noticing, And again, guys, this is a guide to teach you how to eat healthy and heal your body with food. So it's going to take you time. You have to eat the food. That's the most important part. That's the only way that you're going to get the results. So it may seem large. Over the course of time, it's going to be smaller portions and you're not going to be eating as much. But right now, this is what he has to do to heal his body and get the results that I can't wait for you to see. So we just went ahead and picked all these greens out here. This is the end of the week. I'm going to go ahead and just use the rest of this sparingly, and voila. That finishes up everything that we bought for the week. Nothing goes to waste. That's the key here. A lot of people buy fruits and vegetables, and a lot of the times it goes to waste. So what we have right here is our 3 salads. I'm just going to put the caps on them like so. And now with the artichokes and the beans, I'm going to give you a separate container of those for each day to eat with each salad.
You mix the grains, beans, and artichokes together?
Yes, we're going to do that for 2 of them. I'm going to show you here in just a second. So there are 2 other containers
as well.
I do, but no, I always add them to a salad. There's 1 cup, there's 2 cups, and we'll see. That one wasn't quite 1 right there. We'll put that, and so you can see that's 3 equal cups, 3 equal parts right there. And now this right here is going to be the same way. We're going to scoop up.
Oh, yeah.
Get a good cup in there.
Oh.
Get a good cup in there. Now these are a little bit more dense, so we'll put that in there. And you see there's not much left in there, maybe not even a 1/4 of a cup, but I'm just going to put that in there because technically for his size, he's supposed to be getting 1 1/4 cup of grain, 1 1/4 cup of bean. You can see the changes already. Now for 2 of these, since he hasn't had the artichokes yet, they are delicious. Look at them. Don't they look delicious? They're marinated. Oh, they're so good. I'm going to just put those on the top of 2 of these with the oil so he can mix those up together. Not right now, but when he's about to eat them, stir them up and eat them. Just make sure you eat these 2 first. Save this one for the 3rd day. And here we go. We've got our salad bowls put together. We've got our grain bowls. Don't worry about that. We'll just stack those 3 up right there. Now, you look at those, enjoy those. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the rest of your food really quick out of the refrigerator, which I should have had sitting here, but that's okay because I'm not going far.
Oh, nice. And you might just be thinking like, oh my God, is that it? I want to have a little snack here, a little snack there. But I gotta tell you, it's very difficult for me to just finish one fruit bowl. Uh, the easiest way to go about it for me is when we really kill it at the gym early, like exhaustion kill it, and then you're just like 11 o'clock. You're like, what the? And you start eating as you can go. It can go quick because you're also drinking water. And then at the end of the night and stuff, you want to eat. You know, I mix everything together to tell you the truth, because maybe I'll try. Actually, today I tried just having like the beans and I heated it up a little. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to.
Yeah,
Heat it
now
up.
I don't want you heating this stuff up. It's not a part of the program. Of course, we already heated it up to cook it, but we want to eat it just out of the refrigerator or at room temperature. That's the purpose.
Just wanted to put some hot sauce.
I understand. Well, you could have put hot sauce, not hot heat.
Cold.
Just eat it cold. Yes, that's the way we want to do it on the Bib lifestyle. We just want everything to get broken down and digested really easy. We want the least amount of damage done to the organs while we're eating
Did you put like a
and
little
going
vinegar?
through this process.
You know, like sometimes put
Yeah,
like a
you
little
can
vinegar in there and
add
stuff.
any type of sauce to this you want. Anything. And the dressing, you put a different dressing on there, put a different dressing on here. Yes, I love a chili sauce. Absolutely. It goes great with the beans and the grains.
Chili
And the fruit bowls, you have your trail mix. Have you been eating the trail mix as well?
You know, I kind of cut down and didn't want to eat a lot of it, but I did have. Today I had like half of one, but yesterday I was just like, you know what? Let me just see if I don't incorporate the trail mix, and then today I had to eat it.
Okay. And what about the teas? What are the rooted teas? I know they're tough on
bitter.
taste.
It's bitter. It's bitter. I almost, today I actually mixed it. I put the root with the.
Beet juice.
I had to. I had to because
See-
I was just like, to me, I just like to gulp stuff down and be like, I'll put the
Well,
nutrients in there.
Okay, so let me stop you right there. The reason I don't want you to do that is because I want you to get the benefits of each one. When you're drinking the beet juice first thing in the morning when you wake up to give you that energy to get you to the gym and have a great workout. And then you're beating your body down so it needs recovery nutrients after that. You still have some of the beet juice in you. It didn't get out of your body that fast.
Oh, no.
And caution, when you do drink the beet juice, you will pee red, you will poo red. That's just the beets breaking down and giving you that color when you're using the restroom. But then I wanted him to have that rooted tea because it has testosterone in it. It's got minerals, nutrients, vitamins, proteins, amino acids in the different ones. And they're going to feed those muscles while they're in the recovery stage. So that's why I want you to do it then. And then also when you exercise, you're breaking down the body. The body is thirsty for nutrients. That's why, for water. That's why a few hours later, I want you to eat that fruit bowl so that you can now hydrate all those muscles so that you don't cramp up during the day or when you're sleeping or, throughout the night, you wake up feeling revitalized again. And then at the end of the night, as your body's going to break down and shut down and go to rest, that's when we want to put the proteins and the more carbohydrates and the leafy greens that the body can just absorb all those nutrients throughout the night while you sleep, and you wake up and you are just on fire, ready for success, ready to just take advantage of that day that you are now given another one of and being the best body that you can be.
Yeah. I definitely feel that after I work out, I'm ready to conquer the world. Like this is just an overwhelming, strong, empowering, internal feeling that after we're in the sauna, I'm doing it everything, but then afterwards and it's the nutrients actually, and I can understand the process of the regeneration of the cells and the electrifying the cells
Yeah.
to get those nutrients.
And you don't really start making that connection until you start living the lifestyle. It's hard for a lot of people to understand and believe this because we've been so brainwashed. And I see things on social media and I hear people say things, and it's sad. It saddens me that society, that our government whoever's writing the story has just turned us away from the truths. And this is where it's at, guys. Food's from the soil. It's the only way to go to heal your body with food. This is week number 5 for Operation Sammy. Guys,
And you know, the another thing is because I was actually talking to my cousin and stuff because he's trying to get in on it as well. But the thought of leaving meat or not having any meat in your diet is almost something that's unconceivable. It's like 2 + 2 = 18. It just doesn't make any sense, you know, to them in their mind. But once you do it, you feel you feel actually stronger and better, and everything just works. It just works much easier, much better. Your blood is flowing better. Your nails are growing faster. You know, your testosterone is moving. Everything is just
and you start
igniting.
Do you start to realize that you don't need it as much as you think you did, or at all?
Yeah, you know, I think it was yesterday and stuff that I was really enjoying it. Must have been real hungry too. I must have been hungry because I was like, every bite, and to me it's the what is it, the cruciferous vegetable
Texture.
the hard texture. You know, I'm not really used to eating that, but that makes you feel. It's the connection of, because I'm like a bear. I love meat, so it's like
It's the
I like to
connection.
pair meat, but that's the closest thing to that you get to that psychologically.
And
Yeah.
chewing.
Yeah.
Like he said, people are not chewing their food these days. They're just trying to swallow it, which is breaking the jaw, destroying the structure of the human jaw. That's why people don't have jaw lines anymore, because they're not using their jaw muscles. This will help you because you have to chew everything.
No way around that.
Well, guys, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you tap that like button. Follow my channel. This is the Bib Lifestyle. Be your best body. Eat to heal. This is Operation Sammy, week number 5. Can't wait till you see him at the end of week number 8.
There's a glimpse. Living it up. Maybe he'll do it for you.
Be your best body.